Welcome in, everybody, to the HVRL Truck Series race number 2 here at Chicagoland. Definitely got a treat for y'all tonight. We should have a packed field tonight. We probably are going to have to qualify some guys in. So that's definitely going to be high stakes for this qualifying here.
The popularity for this truck series for sure, right, Sean?
Oh, always. And join with me tonight is Bryce Tucker, a former truck racer. Both of us have got the boot this season. How do you feel just sitting back watching?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I watched last week. Raced against many of these guys, some new guys in the league. So it's going to be an interesting season to see how it stacks up, how people do. We got some really fast racers in here that we know and we're aware of, and then who's gonna stand out, who's gonna jump out that's new to the series. That's going to be what interests me the most.
Oh, it's definitely going to be. It's definitely going to be interesting, especially the qualifying, man. I'm kind of excited to see how that is. Let me restart the overlays here. Don't want to cooperate with me. There we are. I tell you what, you see anybody down there in the chat, or you probably can't see the chat, can you? I'll tell you what, I'm going to go and pull up Bobby Grady. We'll have a little chat with him. Hey, Bobby, it's Sean and Bryce. Old Bryce Tucker up in the booth tonight. How you doing?
Good, man. What's happening?
Oh, not much. We're just wanting to know what your thought process is here. Are you even worried at all? I mean, probably being you should be safe in qualifying. You are probably one of our better Truck Series drivers. So, but is there any worry tonight?
Well, it just takes one little twist of the wheel and you don't make the show. So, yeah, there's a little bit of worry, but just try to put down a good lap and make the show and then go from there.
Bobby, were you able to get some decent practice in leading up to this race, and how do you feel about tonight?
Yeah, I practiced all day, actually. Feel pretty good about my time, man, as long as everything goes right, but we'll see what happens.
Well, it looks like you got a pretty good lap time right now. We know you'll put down a good lap. If you can stay clean, we expect you'll be up there somewhere towards the top.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll put you down there with your team, man. Good luck.
All right, appreciate it.
Thanks, Bobby.
Shoot, I'm going to pull Wilder up now. See how they're doing. We'll go and get some interviews out of the way. Hey, Wilder, how you doing, man? You excited about this qualifying session? You been putting some laps in?
Yeah, just a couple laps. Been practicing just a little bit.
A little bit, huh?
No, a lot.
You feel pretty confident in qualifying here, making the top people? I'm not even sure we may not even have to qualify. I can't see my list right now.
Cool.
How many do we got?
Well,
38, 39, 40, 41, 42 it's looking like.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I'm sure if I don't, get loose or hit the wall, that I'll be in the top 10.
All right.
Sean, it's Bryce here up in the booth helping Sean out. What do you feel? Do you have a strategy? Is there something out there you want to stick to? Are you going to try to qualify and start out towards the front? Is there a tire strategy, any fuel strategy, anything you need to look out for?
Yeah, I'm not gonna give it all away, but yeah. I'm gonna concentrate on the stage points for sure. There's some different ways to go about it. Some people might take tires if it stays green, like in between the stages. Some people won't, just take fuel only. You know what I mean? We got 4 sets, so you gotta hold on to at least 1 set for that last run. So it'd be interesting to see how it plays out. I mean, 2 tires might be in play too for some people. So we'll just kind of see how it goes, where the cautions land pretty much.
All right, right on, man. I'm gonna get you back down there. I'm gonna keep cherry picking the rest of your team.
All right, buddy.
Good luck, Sean.
Matthew the Goat Chase, you're up here in the booth with Happy and Tucker tonight. How you feeling?
I felt better during my practice sessions throughout the week. Not really able to get my Q lap down, so looking like if I have any issues on qualifying, it's going to put me mid-pack. But you know, the truck's been fast. I like this track a lot, so I'm hoping that I can get myself in a position where I can get into the stage points, maybe contend for a win tonight.
What do track temps look like tonight, Matthew?
Well, the track, let's see, track temps, solid, nice 69 degrees.
Nice.
Feels like it's going to be pretty grippy, but with the steering ratio, the way I've got it for my qualifying session, that rear end wants to come out. I'm really relying on the right rear to try to get my qualifying lap in.
All right. I think we're about right at the limit right now. Do you see on your standings how many vehicles you have in there? I think I'm showing 41 with a time down and 2 extra.
Yeah, it looks like we got 43 right now. So
Okay.
I think this track has 43 pit stalls.
It does.
So if that's the case,
it does. Yep.
We may not have to qualify in, but still want to get a good qualifying lap in to try to give myself a good shot here at the beginning.
Definitely. All right, I'll put you back down there, man. Appreciate it.
Good luck, Chase.
All right, thanks, guys.
Let's get
Got quite the crowd in here, man. There's some fast drivers in here.
Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna pull Nava up in here next. I like doing these little pre-race interviews.
Absolutely.
Hey, Nava, you got a copy? Up here with Sean and Tucker in the booth.
Yeah, I got a copy.
Oh, how you feeling about tonight, man? Right now we're at 43 entries with 43 pit stalls. So right now with 4.5 minutes left, we look safe to maybe not have to qualify in.
Yeah, I just the biggest thing is was to qualify in with other people that signed up. But I mean, if it stays at 43, I really don't got to worry about that. So.
Well, I think you've got the pace. You'd be able to qualify in anyways. We know you know how to handle yourself around the track. You'd do just fine.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling for a win or maybe a top 5 tonight?
A win? I don't know. That's kind of far-fetched for me, but I think I can get a top 5. I think if I can stay consistent the whole, the whole race, I think I can have a shot to get up there. But a top 5 is really what I'm aiming for.
Awesome. All right, man. We'll let you go. Which team were you in again?
Team SOG.
Okay, gotcha. All right, good luck, man.
Good luck,
All right,
Nava.
thanks, y'all. Thanks.
You look at these lap times right now, just the splits and some of these drivers that are, down the leaderboard a little bit, and it just goes to show you how strong this group is.
Oh yeah, I mean we're only 2/10 from 1st to 10th.
Yeah.
So not even 2/10. So yeah, that's going to be some really good qualifying. Let me get our. Hang on.
What are our stages at tonight?
Hey, Danny Gross, last season winner at Chicagoland. How you doing? You're up in the booth with Happy and Tucker.
Good. Yourself, guys? How are we doing tonight?
Doing well.
Doing well. So yeah, so you raced against me and Bryce here last season. That was the one I had a little bit of damage in the beginning of the race and tried not to use a fast repair, and that did not work out for me. I think I ended up in like the 20th spot, but I believe this was the one you kind of ran away with, wasn't it?
It was. Track temps are definitely different this time around than last time. So we'll see. We got a big field tonight. So my thing is just get in the race and then work from there.
Were you able to get some practice laps in? I know you've done a lot of GT racing the last couple of days, doing that 6-hour at Glen. Were you able to get some practice laps in?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's sitting P9 in practice. I know a lot of people ahead of me are definitely running with draft help. So it'll be nice once there's no cars out there on track and see what people actually throw down.
Oh,
yeah, qualifying's going to be fun tonight, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be a blast. It's going to be one awesome thing.
It is going to be fun. Hopefully you stayed out of the mess, man, and you can get you a good finish. Maybe another. Maybe you can be our Chicagoland guru and take another win.
Hey, looking forward to tonight, boys. Watch out for the 86 out there on track.
Oh, we will. I'm
luck,
sure.
Danny.
Sure, we'll keep an eye on you. Which team were you in?
VB Racing.
VB Racing. I will find it. There you go. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
All right.
Danny's got good pace. He always finds a way to put those lap times up there. Just can he put the whole race together? He's going to be one to watch out for.
Oh,
especially since he won it last time.
Oh, definitely. Hey, can you go on YouTube and check our sound levels? Rewind it a little bit and make sure we're all good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Do this
on your phone or whatever. Don't matter. Should be all good. We only got about 30 seconds left. See if I can get a hold of Will. All right, we are all done with practice with Noah Tills leading the fastest lap here in practice. But you know, the draft in, the cooler temps throughout that half-hour practice, it all kind of changes. You really can't go anything off the practice laps. So
yeah, practice laps are good to see kind of where guys are at, but it's not going to show anything when it comes to qualifying.
Oh, it's not. But we have Mason Connell out here at the number 55. Let's see what he can put down here.
Yes, I got to get used to some of these guys. Some of these new guys don't know them yet. A lot of these guys that are in here obviously familiar with them, but see some of these new guys and who's gonna start to stand out. Daytona is one thing. How do we do on some of these other tracks?
Right. We did a practice race last night. Will jumped in there. I was in there. Grady was in there. Mason was in there. Bryce was in there. And Mason, for a while, he was blinking in and out. You know, there's creating some contact there with his blinking, but he was giving Bryce pretty good run for the money on those short runs, and on those longer runs. So you know, of course, Bryce pulls away. So I'm expecting him to do pretty good
Put a lap
tonight.
down. Yeah, see what he can do here in qualifying. What's the secret to this track for a qualifying run? Would you say start high and then cut the track short on the second lap?
Yeah, I would say second lap, hot lap. Definitely just want to stay low the whole way during the race. I go low 1 and 2 and higher in 3 and 4. I feel like it's a good pace and you'll save your tires. But I was always a long runner. Most of the tracks that we had green, I did really well at. If I didn't win, we only had like 3 tracks that we had a lot of green on, and I won 2 of them. So I'm more of a long pace guy. So, which we didn't get a lot of green flag running in trucks. So you just never know how it's going to be. And there's Connell there in second, P2. He pulled away with that. Noah did get, he is on the pole. It looks like by 1,000.
And Wilder too. Camburn right there.
And there's Wilder as well. Wow. Look at these times, man.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting if they can stay green. We had last season, we had the Bristol race stayed clean for the last 55 laps, and we saw how that worked out with, you know, tire management.
Yeah.
To get some more races like that, it'll be interesting to see who can save some tires.
Exactly.
Look at how close this is in the top 5, 0.002 of a second. Bobby Grady, Wilder, Hills and Connell. A couple of new guys.
A 10th all the way down to 14th. That is something else right there. Trying to catch any of these guys still out on track. Here, Mike Presley here. Oh, looks like he's done with his lap. Justin Nava's out there.
Nava coming around. Where do we got Nava at right now?
I cannot find him. 40th. Yeah.
The second lap here.
Yeah. He just took it nice and easy. Here we go. I'm sure he'll jump up in the top 20 at least. You would think.
Yeah, I'm gonna say top 20. Okay.
Oh, look at that! Another tie. Oh, I've got to take a picture of this. This is crazy. Look at those times.
Top 5 within a thousandth of a second
My goodness.
or hundredth of a second. What do we got? I'm not.
Yeah,
We don't have
1,000. Yeah, I
thousandth of a
mean,
second.
I can break it down more, I think, but we'll be able to see more so when the session is over. Those times are ridiculous right there. But it looks like Tim Taylor is the unlucky guy. As he is our 44th guy.
Something must have happened. He must have had an incident or touched the wall, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm trying to see if it'll scroll one more. Yeah, because he was a second and
1.8.
yeah,
Yeah.
1.8 there. Let's see if he is in here. I don't see Tim in here. Well, that's it for that. We will have to remove just one. 2 will get an EOL in the Christian Wagner and James Taylor, I think it is. Kern's got all that. They're going to start with the EOL, but they did get to qualify, but they're going to start with the EOL.
They all clearly must be running the same line and all had the same strategy. If you look, the top 10 are within 4,000ths of a second, 400ths of a second.
Oh, 100%. All right, got our grid timer set to 10 minutes there. Let these guys grid a little bit. Kern's going to go over his meeting there, answer all the questions. So he's got that taken care of.
What are that stages? About 26 and 52, if I'm guessing?
I will go over that right now with you, sir. As we pull up our race info here. Let me hide this background. All right, as everybody can see, it's 66 degrees. Looks like our track temp is 67, if that's a track temp, right? 95% humidity, partly cloudy, 16-mile-an-hour wind, though. So it'll be a little windy on one of these back or front stretch, or maybe even a corner. But we will have 113 laps. Stages are going to be at 34 and 68, 4 additional set of tires, and 1 fast repair. So they should get about 24 or 25 laps for their fuel window. So we made it a little different this season. We made stages a little bit longer, fuel a little bit less. So they will not, so there's a little bit more strategy. So they will not get to make their window. If stays green, they will have to come in.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. 43 trucks on track. See a lot of really good drivers in here. See if they can keep it clean. Could be a very fun and interesting race.
Bryce did want me to tell you that I guess I'm cheating on him, and I did get the Temu Bryce.
Whatever. Well, is he watching?
I guess he is watching.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate everything he does for the league. He works hard and
well,
really
I appreciate
organized, and he does a lot.
Don't let him fool you.
Yeah.
I'm the puppet master here. No, Bryce has been a great help, and I really couldn't have started this and got this as big without him. So we appreciate him, and I definitely appreciate you jumping on and hitting me up last minute, because I hate doing this by myself, but it is nice to have someone to banter with.
Yeah, you betcha. Last week you had your hands full. When I started watching, it's like he's doing race control and the broadcast. Like, that's just not possible. It's too much.
It is. It was. Yeah, and then we had some connection issues, and it was skipping out. All right, but let's go over this lineup. I don't know how much time we got left. 7 minutes. That's plenty of time. All right. Well, why did that go all the way to that page? No, sir. As soon as we get past 12, I'll let you read off the next section after we get to 12. If you're okay with that, if you can see that on your
That
screen.
works. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Or I'm gonna try and get their driver info up here too. Starting pole, good time. Noah Teals there. Start P2, real good time. We interviewed him before. Probably he surprised himself. Look at that, 4/1000th of a second. Now we have the triple digits on this. So Noah or Justin Nava starting P2. We got Mason Connell, I would guess that's how it is. 6/1000
Yeah.
starting P3. So that's a real good showing for him. I'm not sure if he was here last week or not. You know, Daytona's all over the place. One of the season favorites, Sean Wilder starting P4. Another veteran here starting P5, Bobby Grady. Newcomer to our league, glad to see him, is Clayton Johnson. Returning driver, Patrick Camburn. Hopefully I expect some good things out of him this season. I don't know if he's able to make it full time or not, but hopefully he can. James Taylor is starting P8, but I believe he is the one that's going to be getting an EOL. Corey Moore, P9, sponsor of our ARCA League. That's a good showing for him. Shane Williams showed himself to be pretty quick, starting P10. Zachary Smathers, I do not see on the track. He's not gridded yet, but he's starting P11. And last season's winner, Danny Gross, starting P12.
P13, we have Tyson Banks, new to the truck this season. P14, Brandon Dayoff, returning driver. P15, another returning driver, and Dustin Bloodworth. P16, Aaron Vaught, came in late last season. P17 is Zachary Tyler, a very fast driver, been with us. Kenneth Taylor is P18. Kendon Cook, returning driver at P19. Brad Dorr, P20. Andre Carvalho, P21. Justin Shoemate, 22. Josh Parker, P23. Stanley Hill, P24.
All right. After that, kind of a surprise down here. Maybe he messed up his run a little bit, but in P25 we got Ryan Seabolt. P26 is Kian Fry. P27 is Jace Keller. P28 is Christian Wagner. He's the other one that's going to receive an EOL tonight. P29 is Trenton Bestgrove. Okay. Yep, we're starting to grid already. Let me pull that back up.
Just goes to show you the pace of these guys. You got KT McCon at P30.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Matthew Chase, a P32. We'll just do that. Clark Jarsfer, P33. Thomas Long, P34. 35 is Chris Weingar. Very surprising there. Josh Presley and Mike Presley, 36, 35, or 37. They're kind of moving around now. Josh Ravel, 39. Christopher Dyke, P40. John Shields, 41. Eli Stack, 42. And the luckiest guy on the field here, Cameron Pendergrass in P43. So, what are you expecting here? Are you expecting a pretty high caution race with all these guys? You know, it's real slick these first couple corners on these cold tires. Inevitably, I feel like somebody's gonna overdrive it.
Yeah, the first couple of laps. The first lap is with this many trucks, 43 trucks. But it's going to be important for these guys to stay clean right here. It's going to be tough because we know what the trucks are like on cold tires on these starts. Let's see if they can do it. I mean, hats off to them if they keep this thing clean. Last week they did a great job starting out the race.
They
if
did.
I remember right at Daytona. So let's see if they can do it again this week.
All right.
Really good drivers in here.
Yep, it looks like they had to extend it a little bit for the EOLs probably. So we'll extend that.
You got anybody you expect to compete here for the win? Who's your favorite?
I mean, I'm going to have to go Danny Gross. He showed. I don't think he qualified that well last season, to be honest with you. And I think he made his way up front and never let it go. I don't recall him qualifying up there though, but he might have.
I
But
think
I'm gonna have to go with Danny Gross again.
with this field this big, I think being up in the top 10 to start this race and trying to stay up there as long as you can is going to be important. I feel it's going to help keep you more clean. I mean, obviously it's not a guarantee, but if you're somewhere in that mid-pack 25, might be tough to stay clean.
It's gonna be real tough to stay clean, especially with the IPL. After you really want some clean laps tonight, I mean, you are gonna want it. I think we only had 5 people not on the IPL after Daytona. So
I'm a little biased, but Bobby, Grady, Sean Wilder, see how they do.
and here we
Get
are.
started here.
Yeah, about to go green here, week 2 at Chicagoland, as Noah Till leads the field to the start line.
Got to give Noah his due respect. He should be a favorite to win. I mean, he did his job to put himself on pole, so let's see how he does.
Yep, and there's that driver Mason I was talking about, number 55. He is pretty quick. I know he likes to run that high line. We'll see the longevity of his runs. Looks like everybody stayed clean the first little bit.
Bobby Wilder jumping up to P2 already, it looks like. Bobby Grady, I should say. I think I said Bobby Wilder.
You did? That's all right. They can have a love child.
Yeah.
Here we
Be a
go with
fast-
this little gaggle of
truck
cars
driver.
back here. As they go 3 wide there.
Bobby's taking that inside line. It's really working in his favor right now.
Here we go. Bobby Grady out to the lead.
I don't think we're surprised by that. He's been on a little bit of a roll lately. He's had a couple of good finishes in HVRL, that's for sure. And he's always had the pace.
Well, he got his first win in our Gen 6 series to start out the season, so he got that monkey off his back, but I know he'd love to win one here.
Yeah, he's my teammate in Gen 6, and he was my teammate for truck last year, and he's the reason why I came to HVRL, and I'm grateful for that. He has the pace for sure.
I
And then
know
he did.
on the longer runs yesterday, he kind of fell off a little bit. So I was able to talk to him a little bit and just tell him things I was doing. So maybe he found something today that'll longer last on his tires. But they're doing a really great job here.
Yeah, we're lap 4, 43 trucks. Great job, guys. Keep it up.
KT back here looks like he's going to work his way up. He's +4 already. Go +8 in Eli Stack. Looks like he's starting to make his move. +10 now.
Pack spread out a little bit here. I think everybody's just trying to let the race come to them, which is good. Especially if you have to fuel save and you can keep this green. The race will come to you if you allow it to.
Oh, 100%. You really just have to get into groove and just kind of let these things develop, you know?
Yeah.
There we go. We go in 3 wild there with Wilder, Tills. Let's find Danny Gross. Where did Danny Gross find himself? Oh, P6 right there. Yep.
Right in the mix.
Yep, right behind Wilder. He's +6 already.
I know Danny Gross has done a lot of driving this week, and I think he did that Watkins 6-hour race twice.
Oh, twice.
I think so.
Man.
He's got some seat time this weekend.
What a race. I'm telling you what.
Yeah.
Let me
lap 7 already.
Now, we had a lot of drivers. We averaged like 32 drivers throughout the season, which I thought was a great number, that we probably weren't going to beat that again. But we might beat this. And these group of guys I see in this season, I don't know if I could have won this league. I mean, there's like 20 guys that are contenders. There's going to be 10 guys left out of the playoffs that could be in there.
The big thing that helped you last year win that was just the consistency, and who's going to do that this year, right? It's not about how many races you can win. Obviously, if you can win races, it's going to help you, but can you finish in the top 10 consistently? Who's going to be the one that who's going to be the guys that really focus on the consistent finishes. And that's really, what'd you have, 17 top 10s out of 18 races?
Oh, I think I 15, 15, I think. I like 12 top 5s, 10 top 5s, something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was consistent. I only got one pole all season, and it was somehow over you on Kansas Road that I had no business getting pole. That was it. So
Yeah,
I was hardly ever
qualifying a little bit on that.
Yeah, I was hardly ever the fastest one out there. But yeah, consistency pays off, guys. You definitely don't have to win every race. Sure, it's nice, but they'll come, and they come on.
Kansas road course race go for you?
It went great. I was
No, you did right. That was a fun race.
I was tickled pink. I got P2, man. So
great track in this truck.
It was. I put it back on the board for ARCA series. So you'll have to tune into that one.
Yeah, the ARCA series is interesting. Got a lot of new drivers in that series as well.
A lot of new drivers in that. Haven't been on iRacing very long.
Look at these guys. We're lap 11, 43 trucks. They're just going about their business.
This is awesome, man. I'm in awesome. Let's go and ride on board with Danny Gross here. Looks like Bobby's elected to go in the tri-oval. How did you like doing on that? I don't personally like going in the tri-oval often. I feel like it upsets the truck. I just don't personally like it, other than having to come back on. But were you one to run the tri-oval there or the apron?
No, I won't run the apron unless I absolutely need to. I don't feel like it's, again, like you were saying, it upsets the truck a little bit. Is it worth it for that little bit of time you might gain? For me, I always tried to focus on tire management, so I feel like going down there, you just a chance to maybe scrub the tires a little bit more than you need to. But hey, guys do it all the time, and it works for them.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, let's go and get we'll get rid of this tower and we'll get the ticker going so we can see some lap times up on here. But it looks like they are doing great.
Yeah, these guys are just running laps cleanly. It doesn't look like anybody's really in a hurry to make a pass unless it's there. Nobody's doing anything unnecessary, put it that way.
Yeah, I know. Will might go ahead and say, I think I like running trucks race control. I might keep on doing this. This is way easier than last season.
We got our biggest movers at Justin Shoemate. Is he up 11 spots? Is that the biggest?
He is. Let's see. Oh, plus 12 Eli Stack.
Oh, there's our first caution.
Oh, and there we are.
Seabolt, it looks like. Couldn't see
And
who
Kenneth.
else.
Oh, here we go with. Yeah, here we go. It wants to start kind of freaking out on me again. I got a lot of stuff going on my computer. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to go and check that out.
Trying to pick up too many trucks at once.
Probably. I think you're right.
CPU.
Yeah, I got some good stuff, but it probably ain't that good to run 18 different things. Yep.
Up off the wall, gets a little loose maybe. No, nope. 75 comes up.
Yeah, I don't know if he kind of scared the 42. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Yep, 75 just came up there. If Kenneth Passmore just comes up, just, kind of a racing deal that really wasn't
3 wide,
that atrocious or anything.
Down, 1 going up.
Yep. So, by all means, that's not something I would say, oh, that was just plain dumb. You know what I mean? That was.
Yeah, that's just one of those racing incidents kind of happened. 3 wide at the wrong time.
Yep. And let's look at all these guys, wait on everybody, and go through.
Guy in the middle actually was the safest. He got kind of stabilized by the 2 trucks.
Yep, so not too bad. So I think I'm going to leave Bobby alone.
Yep.
I don't think I want to freak Bobby out. Oh, they're going into pit. Oh, good idea. Yep, they're going into pit. So now here's the thing with the pit. Do you take tires and go for the stage win? Because stage win points are king now, since stage points are so important.
Yeah, these tires still should be pretty good, shouldn't they? 16.
I mean,
Laps on green?
probably, but you can almost guarantee yourself some stage points, some big stage points.
Yeah,
Um,
they've got enough time. They've got that extra set. I mean, those stage points.
yeah,
are huge
and
if you can-
yep, stage points are very important.
Looks like they must
Yeah,
have. Bobby
I think
just
she's just
fueled
trying
up.
to render too much there.
Bobby had to just fuel up with how quick that pit stop was, which I don't blame him. He's already in the lead. Might as well come back out on the lead and just protect that.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Because I'm sure. I mean, it is going good, but you probably don't want to be all the way in the back. I'm sure. Who else has moved up? Let's get old Wilder up in here. See how he's doing. Hey, Sean, we're up here with the other Sean and Bryce Tucker in the booth. How's your race going so far? I seen you're doing okay. Looks like you moved up, or actually you moved down about 7 spots, but
Yeah, I kind of wish it was staying green there, to tell you the truth. But whatever. I took 4 there. We'll see what happens.
Okay, you
Try to
did
get
take
up.
tires.
you did take
Yeah,
tires.
trying to
Yep.
get up front, trying to get the stage. I know a couple other guys did take 4, so we'll see what happens with that and figure out the rest later. So
Well, I only think the number 55 did. The top 7 don't look like they did. Just a little,
Alright.
just a little heads up there for you.
yeah,
How
my
were
goal is
the
to
tires
try to get the stage points. Let's see.
after 17 laps? How were those tires?
Yeah, not bad at all. 95, right? Front,
95. Yeah, that's
right
what I was
rear. So
curious.
You have an extra set to give. Like I said, those staying clean here, and y'all are doing a great job, man. That was just a,
Unfortunate incident, racing
yeah,
incident.
just a racing deal coming up. That wasn't anything horrible or anything like that. So y'all are racing great, man. Giving each other room out there. It's been awesome to watch.
yeah, I really need 0 incident points here.
A
So
lot
I'm trying
of
my best to keep it clean. So
people do. All right, man. I will get you back down there to K&W.
Good luck,
guys.
Sean.
Hey,
Do what
good
you
luck.
do.
see you, bud.
All right, a little insight there.
Yeah,
On,
95% after 17 laps. Tires are still probably pretty good.
Yeah, but you know,
But
why not go for the
temperature-
stage? And you have the extra set. It's just if there's a late caution, he's probably going to pay the price.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's one thing to have 95% tire life, but the temperatures in those tires are probably getting up there too. So that temp does make a difference as well.
It does. We go green again. Look, Bobby got a great jump there.
Be curious to see what Wilder does here after about 1 or 2 laps of this being green. I think he's going to be able to carry some pace with him and make some move. Where's he at right now?
Wilder is. We'll keep an eye on him. He's in 9th right now. Come on.
Wilder's already moved up 2 spots, 3 spots.
Yep, yep. As more as he goes, yeah, he's definitely running quick laps. But I believe that guy right in front of him got tires too. The number 55, I believe he got tires too.
I guarantee you 99 is going to be going for this stage.
Oh, for sure. And if Bobby can get, you know, top 5, I'm sure he'll be happy in stage points.
Yep.
I am just going to have to.
Turn your draw down in terms of the number of
I
vehicles.
am, yes, sir. It was running fine, but now not so much. So
And Wilder up on the bumper of 55 here. Bobby's holding that inside line pretty well. 55 truck's new to me. Got to get familiar with some of these guys.
that should do it. Drew it down to 30.
There
So
you go, Wilder up in P2 already.
already,
Those new tires
all right.
Definitely making a difference. Yeah, Bobby's going to have nothing for him.
Here we go, race lead, goes Sean Wilder. But like I said, I think that 55 got tires too. He was quick. We race against him, like I said, and Wilder was in that group too. So, but
Yeah.
Wilder will get his point for leading the lap there. This is going to be a good battle between these two.
Yep. Should separate themselves from the pack here.
Oh, definitely. But when it comes down to it, like I said,
Let's Yeah. Watch these lap times real quick. See the difference between these two and a couple others. Shane Williams maybe take tires too, or
Shane Williams, he probably did. He had a 39-second stop. The top three did take tires, and Banks in P7 took tires as well. So as
you're talking about it, not a bad idea. They had that basically an extra set, right? Kind of a throwaway set. Use it as you please.
Oh yeah, definitely use it for your tires here. Like I said, stage points. I mean, 10 points, and if you get another 5, you're at 15 points. You can lose 15 positions and still be fine. Wilder's still probably going to finish well if he stays out of the mess, as he's pulling a pretty good gap on him. As we'll come around here at 43, 44, Taylor didn't make the race, and we'll start getting to see some of these lap differences of the top 3. Oh, looks like Bobby was spinning, or is that Noah? We got a wreck.
Yeah.
Noah Tills, yep. That's going to be a caution.
And
Miss him,
Zachary
guys. Miss him,
Tyler
guys.
collected
Ooh.
a little bit there.
Check up, check up.
That was a hard hit.
That was a real hard hit. Let's see what happened here. Oh, man.
Oof, he hit that wall hard.
Let's go to chopper view on that. Slow that down.
He's going to need to use his fast repair.
That was the other wreck. My apologies. Let's go to this one. Let me find Noah Tills here. There we go. He's in there. We'll just rewind it. Just do it this way. Oh, that's a shame for Noah Tills.
Yeah, he's the.
I wonder if he had a toe.
The pole.
All right, let me get back on that chopper view. I did like that one, and let's slow it up a little bit here. As we go, it looks like Bobby Grady on the outside and a 74 of I'm not sure who that is. Let's see what happens. This looks like he's
3 truck wide situation here, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like 74. I wonder if he's going to try to shallow that in, then not let off enough here.
Oh, he just keeps, Noah just sliding up the track. Bobby kind of coming down a little bit.
Yeah,
but
yep. Maybe a little net code in there, but not too much. But was Bobby able to save
Bobby
that?
saved it. Oh,
Good
what a great
save, Bobby.
from
Oh,
Brady.
that was
And
some.
then 86 comes in and collects Noah as he's a little loose.
That was
heck of a save by Bobby Grady.
I'm curious on this because this was some net code for sure. Look at that. That's some bad net code right there.
Yeah, yep.
But I wonder if his was
probably was going to collect him anyways.
Yeah, that was a slight net code, but they like that one they were probably going to hit anyway. And this one, that was some bad net code on Danny Gross and Noah Tills there.
Yeah.
Then
Noah got the bad end of that.
We will go and hop in, see what it's like for Noah Tills just to be cruising along and not go so well there. Oh, yep. He blew his motor there. He definitely got a tow. Oof.
Yep.
A lot of people did pretty good. I mean, there's a few things that got hit there.
40
damage
trucks on
going
track,
on.
and that was towards the front of the field, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. About 5th or 6th spot. So here we go. We got Wilder going off, and what did I say the stage was? 36. I'm going to pull up that race info again. 34.
4 and 68.
Yep, 34 and 68. So looks like we'll have a little shootout here. About
it's Mason, right? The 55 trucks.
Yeah.
Mason?
Yep. And Shane, Tyson Banks, 74, doing a pretty good showing. I think this is his first race. Go green again. See Walter gets that good jump here. There we go. Oh, yeah, definitely good jump. Who's behind him? Shane's gonna go with him pretty well. Shane got those tires as well, so.
Yeah.
And so
Shane,
did
Mason.
Banks. It's 74 in Banks, which he should start maybe passing Gross and Grady.
Yeah, it looked like Wilder really liked that clean air. Those last few laps when he was able to get out front, he really took advantage of that clean air and being out there, being able to run that by himself.
Oh, definitely. Not to mention these playoff points this season are going to be very helpful. Well, tomorrow we have Gen 6 at Rockingham. How you feeling about that?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's
I don't think
going to
so.
be a little challenging. Well, the car's fun.
Oh,
Because
hang
it's a
on.
handful.
Hang on. We have another caution.
Gave them too much credit early on.
They will.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing anything because it's probably not registering that in the back, but we can try to go back and see. When that caution may have came out here. I'm not seeing anything. We'll let it be. We'll let it be. Sorry we couldn't see that one.
we know how cautions are. Everybody did a good job at starting out. It seems like sometimes once you get them going, it's
Cautions,
snowball a little bit,
yep,
but hopefully we can clean it up.
Cautions do breed caution. Now that actually should have been stage. Normally with 5 or less we call stage, 5 or less we call stage. We'll have to get with Wilder and see if that was staged there. Let's watch him come down pit road here.
Mr. Happy.
Hey, what's going on, Will? Was that stage?
That was stage. That's why I popped in here.
Okay. Thank you. Yep. I was thinking it would be, but I didn't know how to get a hold of you. So perfect.
No problem. I'll be down in Hyperdrive Esports if you need me.
Gotcha. Got you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Let's pull up Wilder. Stage 1 winner, Sean Wilder. How you feeling, man?
Feeling great, man. It was fun. I was a little bit nervous of those cautions there. Them guys were getting tires and were going to come around me, but it didn't happen. So, yeah, man.
Taking those tires paid off for you. I mean, that was quick work. Once you're able to get the restart going, you went from what was it, 9th to 1st in a hurry.
Yeah, for sure. It was a huge advantage there. Bobby's in the chat there. He was like, "Holy crap, you're coming!"
even what were you on 17 lap old tires, right? But it is a big difference, even if it says 95%, like Bryce always says. Fontaine, it's all about the heat as well on a lot of tracks.
Yeah, the
so
temperatures. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. It was fun though. It's been up front, I don't know what's going on back there. It seems like they're having some issues here and there, but up front's been pretty clean.
Yeah, a lot of trucks, a little CPU overload over here. I couldn't go back and watch the last wreck, so I'm really not sure what happened, but definitely want to pop in here and tell you congrats. I mean, that's 10 points. That's another point. That's a playoff point, which will go in to the playoffs if you make the playoffs. So all that definitely helps. What is your plan here? What's your plan here for? You didn't take tires there, did you?
No tires, gas only. I'm going to take, I don't know. We'll see if a caution comes out. Might take 4. Take 2 in between the stage and maybe take, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Wherever the cautions lie, we'll find out. Yeah.
Yep.
3 sets of tires left, Sean, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got plenty of tires.
Sent pretty. Sent pretty.
Yep.
All right. Good luck, man.
All right, dude.
All right, getting back into this chat. Here we go.
Both those situations we saw that we were able to see with the cautions was essentially trucks 3 wide, a little bit of net code. We're going to get ready to go green here. Patrick Camburn in the lead, not surprising.
No,
terms of-
definitely
He
not.
has definitely
Yeah.
has the pace.
Yep.
I had plenty of truck battles with him last season.
He did not pit. His last pit was on 17, so he's going to be on.
And
Yep, he's
he
going to be on a
will.
little older tires.
But he can if he can make it 8-9 laps, he'll pit middle of the or not middle of the stage, but you know, a little ways into the stage. He could.
Well, yeah, I mean, you
maybe
can
get
see
the
how
end of the second
far
stage.
you can see how far 10th is back there. So he's already got a good lead, and the more cautions you get, you know, it's just going to help him more and more.
Yeah. Even if they stay green, he could possibly drive enough laps here on what he's got left fuel-wise and complete stage 2, possibly, or to put him lap 43-ish, maybe.
Yeah, stage is at 68, I think. So you can only do about 25. So
Yeah, he could, if it stayed green the entire time, he could.
he's looking at 60 though. He's probably looking about 8 laps short. So it's 35, 45, 55, 60. Stage is at 68. So
68, yeah, he's going to be close because he might be able to pit at about lap 43, and you said about 25 laps. That would be right about there.
yeah. Oh, I thought you were
We'll
talking
see
about
what
the other
happens.
guys. Yep, that is right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, that probably is his plan. Maybe he can short pit, get on those tires, start gaining some ground. So looks like
Shoemate up to the lead.
3 wide situation there. Yep. Sorry, Justin, I missed you grabbing the lead, man. We're watching some battles in the back, mid-pack here. Looks like Mason's coming around there. Looks like he's on a mission. Some good battles going on back here.
Yeah, that 3 wide. A track like this is inviting to go 3 wide, but it's always a little sketchy.
It is. You have to trust that guy on the inside lane just isn't going to come up into you. Then you got to trust the guy on the outside lane. He isn't going to hit the wall coming out of the corner and come back into you.
Yep.
So it does get pretty scary. Ooh. Kyle Rogers got a little bit close to Bloodworth.
KT making a run here. But haven't talked about KT that much tonight, but he one to watch from the back that could find his way towards the front. He's obviously seasoned and knows what it takes. He's always finds a way to get himself in the mix.
Well, in the mix of every wreck that happens, it seems like that poor guy, he just has a magnet.
Well.
Sometimes they're him, but I would say a lot of the times he just finds himself just on the short end of the stick. But
right behind him, Brandon is a guy that kind of came out of nowhere last season, has really found some
he
pace,
is.
and
Oh,
day off gets someone coming down on him and gets turned. 45 of Corey Moore.
Yeah, Corey Moore. We were kind of watching it there. Didn't really see whose fault it was. But we will take a quick look at it right here. I don't know if Corey thought he was going on the inside. I think that's what it is. I think, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he just kind of come down.
Yep.
On him.
I don't know if he didn't know he was there or maybe he thought he was taking the inside. But yeah, that one's just on Corey there. That look left, look right is key.
Anybody get collected up behind, I wonder. Yep.
Let's quit showing the pace car. Oh, yeah, Brad Dorr gets it right there. I'm not sure who that is. And is that Zachary Tyler's about to T-bone someone? Oh, that's Justin Nava.
Nava, yeah. Zachary Tyler. Is that Tyler again?
Oh, no, that's not. Sorry. Kind of the same paint scheme. Looks like Noah Teals here. Just skipped out of it because I'm pretty sure he does not have a fast pair left since he blew up his motor. So he was lucky to get through there, maybe salvage his night.
Yeah, you see that happen a lot in oval racing. That car just or truck thinks they have someone cleared and they just come down. I know I'm guilty of it. I've done it before. You just come down a little too soon.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. And maybe he didn't know he was there, or he thought he was going to take the. That's why I don't take it right there, because I don't want to just assume people were there. I try to give room, but I know it's hard, as we'll take a inside view of Noah Teals missing that one. See that one happening right there in front of him as Corey Moore spins, goes up towards the wall. Boy, he really locks it up there. It's a way to go around.
Damage right there in front of him.
That was a lot of X's going on there, but good job, Noah, for skating through that one, man. Go back up. Let's get the.
These guys have done a great job at racing with this many trucks in here, but I gotta imagine between last weekend and now we're starting to pile up a little bit here. There might be some. The IPL list might get a little heavy.
It's not going so bad. I feel like a lot of people are missing a lot of the wrecks. I'm going to get Eli Stack. Hey, Eli Stack. It's Sean and Bryce Tucker up here in the booth. Just wanted to touch base with you. I see, man, you the biggest mover so far in plus 38 spots, man.
Yeah, I qualified really bad. It was, I got a little loose in qualifying, so I qualified pretty bad, but I just kind of trying a strategy and wanted to get stage points, so hopefully it works out.
Yeah,
Definitely.
well, you've put yourself in a position here now. Move it all the way up. P4 it is.
Yeah, I got some old tires on, so I'm hoping they hold out for me.
All right.
I'm gonna have to pit again before the stage, so I'm praying for another caution. That doesn't involve me, I guess.
That's always key right there, man. Okay, well, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say good luck. I see we're 1 to green, so I'll get you back down there. What was your team? Were you on Ohio Sim?
Ohio Sim, yep.
All right.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Yep, have a good one.
Yep.
38 positions.
Yep, 38 positions, man. So you really can't get too much better than that.
He's got a couple more to go. But he said he's on old tires. I wonder how old those tires are.
He is, well, I can tell you right now, man, he is on a 17-lap stint. So he pitted on lap 27 when everybody else was on 32. So only about 5-lap older tires than other people. So not horrible.
Yeah, and with the amount of caution laps we got, getting ready to, those tires have saved a little bit.
Justin's shoemate and versus Mason here is about a 5-lap tire difference as well, as Mason has the better tires. And Bobby has the same amount of tires as Mason there, as Bobby goes on the inside. So
Mason didn't get too bad of a start on that top line for being second. Yep. Bobby on the inside is going to put a lot of pressure here. Oh, we got a couple trucks in the grass. See if they can keep it clean. We're staying green. Good job, guys.
oh, I know Andre's in the mixed. Where's Justin Nava? Trying to see where he's at.
Stebolt's the 8 truck. I was thinking he was the 0, 00. Threw me
Oh,
off. He changed
yeah, yep. He wanted to run 08. I think he said his grandfather was 08, so we wouldn't let him put a 0 in front of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that
Yep.
post.
Yep. It is kind of throwing me off with the 00, but that's someone else now. That's Justin Shoemate, which is out in our lead, running that
He is in the
00.
lead. New to HVRL.
Yes, sir. Glad to have him. See him and Bobby go at it here.
Bobby Grady's really been on a roll lately. I know I said it earlier, but he's found something to keep himself a little bit more consistent. Let's see if he can keep it up.
That's what it's all about, man.
Got Dustin Bloodworth running 4th. He's got a lot of truck experience.
Oh, there he is. Oh, good. That's one of my little fantasy picks we run between some of the admins. Go Bloodworth. I need you up there, buddy.
Yeah, I expect him to have a good finish one of these races. He's going to come out of nowhere and finish strong. He's got the experience. He knows what he's doing.
He does. He does. He was my teammate in well, he was. I raced with him in another league. He joined this league. I was his teammate last season. Yeah, I mean, he had a lot of strong showings, but kind of like KT, he just found himself in the midst of a lot of carnage. And it seems like he's really kind of quicker than some of these guys, really. I think he's just kind of back there. But we got Clayton Johnson, another quick one. Danny Gross back here in 8th. Look at some of our main characters. Patrick Camburn here in P11.
Ooh, they're battling tight there. Camburn a little loose there into the back of the 14 a smidge.
Oh, as Wilder goes around. Oh, Wilder hits a wall hard.
Oh, no. Wilder into KT. KT's able to keep it safe.
Oh, dang it. Well, we know what that was anyway. But we can go. We'll go back. That was Camburn. It was Camburn slowing down. Wilder made a real quick move to get around him. And then he smacked the wall, slowed him up, which kind of just started a chain reaction, I am pretty sure.
You could see.
Yeah, so there he is. Oh, yep. He even got a corner of, I seen his bumper dip in there. He got some of that. And Shane went to go to the inside to miss him.
Yep.
And then it just came down and cracked it.
Is that Shields? We got 2 Tennessee trucks in here now?
We might have 2 Tennessee trucks in here. God. I didn't know we were going to have both the fans in here. All 2 of them.
It's the other gentleman.
Looks like everybody else seems to have made it through, though. There's Chris Weiniger there, one of our admins.
Yeah, it shows you the pace of this lobby. We got Chris back how far?
It looks like about 25th is he was in right there. So
I wonder if he's just buying some time, trying to let this race come to him and not push too hard since he didn't qualify as well as he'd probably like.
Definitely. Oh. He's probably definitely just biding his time. Probably just playing it safe because he's I mean, do you really want to over push just for stage points, or you just want to try to win the race and get out there? You know?
Yeah, because what did he start 30th? I think we said 32nd, somewhere in there.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't good. So we see him come out. Can you see any of those guys? I'm gonna pull Chris up here. See how he feels like his night's going. Let me check on him and see where he is at. There we go.
11th now.
There we go. He's on track. I'm gonna pull him up right now. Go ahead and start the questions off with him. There you go.
Chris, it's Bryce up here in the booth. How we doing? I know you qualified probably a little bit further back than you expected, so we're just wondering if you're just kind of taking it easy and let this race come to you. Is that kind of the plan?
Yeah, for the most part. Obviously didn't qualify very well. I've gotten into a couple of minor things that I had to manage some damage. Made my way up about 15 spots. But that next caution at the stage, I went in and got the rest of my damage repaired. So right now, finding myself position 11, and hopefully can ride this out to the remainder of this stage.
Well, you're 11. You got a few laps to go here. You're going to shoot for some stage points?
Absolutely.
There you go.
All right. Well, good luck, man. I'll get you down there with your team. And, yep, just try to stay clean. And hopefully we'll see you at the end.
Will do. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck. Wouldn't expect less. I think we're going to see him make a push here, see how far he can work his way up the pack here.
And look who we have up there now. Shows Johnson up front, and it looks like he chose the outside.
Danny Gross and 2.
Yep, and then Danny Gross and Camburn. up there as well. Sure, Wilder chose this time to come down, especially with that little bit of damage. He probably had to go ahead and hop down there and do his tires, I'm sure. I'm sure that was the time, and I'm sure, who did we interview just a little bit ago? Eli Stack. I'm sure he dove down there. He was hoping for a caution. It looks like he's in 26, so 26 and still plus 16 spots, by the way.
Zachary Tyler's moved himself up towards the front of the pack. He's a
plus 11 for
racer that's got
him.
a little bit of pass.
It is. Oh, and look at Matthew
Little
Chase
pace.
up there as well, and plus 27 spots. He's sitting there in P5. Let's see what these guys can do. We'll go and get the tower up, get that ticker out of the way. Well, that's a horrible view, isn't it?
That's the static or scenic cam. Oh, we got
Yeah.
another caution.
Dude, that will not be stage either. Who we got dropping down? I don't see a lot of people dropping down.
Tough to see what happened there. We got leaderboard shuffling all around right now. So it's,
Leaderboard is really shuffling around.
something happened towards the front.
I don't think so. I know Chris
There it
dropped
is.
down.
It caught back up. It was just shuffling around.
There we go. There we go. Losing some times.
Well, we had 43 trucks to start. We've got a few. What are we down to that are now on track that haven't?
That's what
marked out
I'm
of the
trying to
race?
look at. It looks like
Looks
about
like 29.
yeah, it looks like 29, but they shouldn't be out. KT shouldn't be out. He shouldn't be out of
Wow, that's
fast
not
repairs.
out. Yeah,
I think because I'm only rendering so many, it may not be giving me anything because that stopped like right at 30, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep. So I can't. Yep. That's what it is. It's stopping at 30. So I'm really not sure on who's in, who's out. We're going. Where's Bobby Grady at now? Let's go and talk to. I'll tell you what. Let's pull Dayhoff in there. He's having a rough go of it. It seems like. Hey, Dayoff, you're up here in the booth with
Hey.
Sean and Tucker, man. How's it going? I see you were up front, kind of shuffled your way in the back here. Are you a lap down, aren't you?
No, I'm still in the lead lap, fortunately, but I just gotta find a way to fix all this damage. After that incident with Pendergrass, I got like 5 minutes of repair left to do.
Do you have your fast repair, or are you out of that?
I'm out of that. I got collect that first incident I got collected and took care of that fast repair.
Oh man, that's definitely a tough break for you. How many people are still on the lead lap? Do you have that? I had to lower my render a little bit, so the tower's not quite keeping up past 30. So we were just curious on how many were on the lead lap still.
I'm actually not sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm just focused on keeping on the lead lap myself.
well, then now we know because you're all the way down there in what spot you're in here. It's moving all around right now. Well, we just want to touch base with you. How much damage you got left? Did you get the majority of it done, man?
I still got a good bit. I got like 4 minutes left, so hopefully I get it done by the end of stage.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got a
okay.
lot of race left. I think you stay patient and just do what you do, Brandon. You find yourself back up there in the mix. Just keep getting those laps in there.
Will do.
All right. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
I was talking about Brandon earlier. He's one that kind of came out of nowhere at the end of last season's truck series.
He
Just
did,
found some
you're
pace
right.
and-
Yes, he did. I think during the off season, I feel like he's put in a lot of practice, and he started practicing with the K&W guys at the end of last season. So you were definitely able to see a lot of improvement there. So, well, I'm gonna have to talk to somebody and have them actually look at the standings so I can see who's actually on the lead lap and not. I might try
Maybe
rendering a
go
little bit
green.
more.
Got 1 to green or
Yep. Yep. The lights are off. Looks like it's going to dive
Yep.
off now.
10
Do
laps
you
to
do you
stage.
think these two are teammates, or you think they just had the same paint scheme?
I would say they're definitely teammates. Well, you know what? No, I think they accidentally got the same paint scheme.
Well, nope. They are in the same chat. Him, Brad Dorr, and Aaron
Okay.
Vaught. Yep. So
Exact same paint scheme.
now I guess they
different
could have
numbers.
did it on accident, but they're still on the team. So that makes it easier on us as Camber dives down low. Let's see if he gets that run coming out.
He got a great run.
Yep. I'm not sure who did get that lap. There must be a wreck because it's skipping. Yep, there was. There's another wreck. Oh, right there it looks like. James Taylor looks like he got some damage. Looks like he's collecting.
Yeah,
He's
quite a
probably
bit
got
of damage.
to pull that thing over. Looks like Cameron had it slowed up a little bit as well. Tell you what, we'll pull Patrick up here. Let's see if he's going to pit or not, and we'll pull Patrick up here. See how his race is going. See if he can tell us what the lead lap looks like here. I see everybody's still on track.
We have.
Or still nobody
handful of
disconnected yet.
When this goes green, you're gonna have a handful of laps before the end of the stage.
Yep, let's
See
get
if
Patrick up here then. We'll talk to him. Hey, Patrick, we're up here with Sean and Bryce Tucker in the booth, man. How you feeling leading these laps?
I'm not really sure. I'm feeling good that I'm out front, but I don't know where I'm at on strategy compared to the rest of these guys.
Oh, well, shoot. You have a teammate to help you out on that, right? I mean, I'm sure all you guys are talking, and I'm sure y'all are kind of on different strategies, aren't you?
Yeah. Problem is, I don't know if I took a set of tires on that first stop or not. So I have no idea where I'm at on tires.
Oh,
Do you have your
wow.
black box pulled up?
I do.
Scroll over to tires.
Scroll through that. See.
Who knows? I'm hoping I have 2 sets left.
Well, it'll have the parentheses 2 or 3 or 4 right there. You just scroll in that black box and check out. Hey, could you scroll over to the stand and see how many people were on the lead lap for us?
Yeah. 1 second. Sorry, I don't have the best setup here, so.
No, it's fine. I know Keller 39th. He's 3 laps down, and we're down after that. So.
Looks like 35 are on the lead lap.
35 on lead lap. That's not too bad at all. Okay. Well, do you think you can hold off here for these? Shoot, when we go green, you'll have probably about 4 or 5 laps left
so.
for.
Not really worried about saving tires at this point because I got to stop coming up here at the stage break. So see if we can get it done.
That inside line's gonna be to your favor, do you feel?
I think so. I think shortest way around and pretty much able to hold it wide open down on the bottom. So I don't feel like the top has all that much of an advantage with the momentum coming out of 2.
All right.
You guys are probably getting ready to go green. Good luck to you, Patrick.
Well, thank you.
All right, we'll get him down in there. See if you can pull away with that playoff point and the stage win.
We're getting ready to go green. What do you think? What do you think here for the finish these last few laps of this stage? We're gonna have someone make a push.
Man, I think so. I mean, Danny's up there with his teammate right there. You have Zachary Tyler. I'm sure Matthew Chase is pretty hungry to get some better stage points. And there's Chris sitting there in 9th, so I'm sure he's going to try to make a move too.
Is this outside line got a push if they can run together at all?
Well, the outside line later in the runs does run very well. So it depends on these tires. If somebody has any of their tires left, they could definitely make good runs on the outside of 3 and 4.
Patrick got about as good of a start as you could ask for.
That is a real good start. As you'll see him fan out, see you see Danny liking that low line and his teammate there in the 13. And Clayton is liking that high line. So.
'74 at Banks, down on the apron. Looked like Johnson gonna be able to hold that high line, get around him, maybe.
It looks like he's going to get a run off there going in, but now Danny Gross is really threatening him for that lead. He's got a lap car too. Yeah, see Danny. Oh, Danny's a little scraping the wall.
Right in the wall.
Probably not going to slow him down that much. He should be able to get real good runs off of 3 and 4 when you go on that high line. That's my preferred line as well.
Danny's going to put a lot of pressure on Patrick here. I mean, he obviously knows how to drive this track. Patrick knows what he's doing, though. He always finds a way towards the front.
Here's what I found. It was real hard to pass low right here is what I found. But tire difference is key. But they should be on the same tires as he kind of passed them pretty easy right there. They will get it done. Looks like we're at the white flag here, first stage. See if Clayton's going to be able to make that pass on Camburn. Going the inside, I think Camburn's, he's just going to have too much speed there. Danny Gross, stage 2 winner. Followed by
Gross,
Camburn.
Camburn,
Yep,
Johnson,
go ahead.
Tyler, and Grady. Your top 5.
Yep, and Matthew Chase, Kendon Cook will sneak his way up there. Justin Shoemate.
Shields in 9.
Yeah, Shields and Winiger should be in 10th there.
He was able to get a stage point.
Well, we will let them get some pitting in. Sure, these guys are going to take some tires, and we'll get to pull him up here.
Pretty busy pit road with this many trucks.
Oh, it's going to be a busy pit road.
As simple as it seems, when you have this many trucks and it's under caution, still things can happen. These guys go into the pit and we still have little incidents here and there. It's actually surprising that a little bit of lapse of judgment can you keep it clean and not get a penalty, or clean pit stops is very, very crucial to the success of your race. Even under caution. Speeding on pit or get a little anxious to leave the pit and maybe you get out a little too quick and get to speeding in the pit. Those are the kind of things you want to try to avoid.
Oh, yeah, those are killer. I'm probably a little too cautious with it, but myself, but there we go. All right, Danny, it looks like Justin's going to get out in front of that group. Shoemate, that is. Walder working his way back up. There we go. So that's the end of the stages tonight, man.
75 truck stayed out. Must have pitted somewhere.
Yeah, it looks like he had a, yeah, it looks like he just went in for a splash. He was in there for 22 seconds. Yeah, he's on 7-lap old tires, so he looks like he pit on that caution before the stage. So he was trying to flip this position here. which is probably a pretty good move here. Let's talk to Zachary Tyler in the 29. Hey, Zach Tyler. Hey, man. Sean and Bryce Tucker up here in the booth. How's your race going so far?
It was going a lot better until I just got a speeding on pit road just a second ago.
Oh, man, that's just what we were talking about. We got to be careful on the speed. So you got a speeding, did you?
Yeah, I got an EOL now, but I got one last week too at Daytona at the same time. So I came my way back up. So hopefully I can do it again.
We're just talking about it. I mean, a guy like yourself who has that kind of pace, I mean, that's all it takes is that little thing, and you get a little frustrated with yourself when you do it too. But you got a lot of race here to get yourself back up towards the front of that pack and see what you can do with it.
Yeah, hopefully being able to keep my nose clean, and got a lot of laps left in this one, so I'm not too worried about it. But I definitely don't make it easy on myself, that's for sure.
Well, there's a lot of us out there that don't. We definitely like a challenge.
Right. So hopefully I give you guys a show, coming up to the pack.
All right. Well, good luck to you. What team are you in?
I am in the SOG team.
All right. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Good luck, Zach.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. It's the one thing I've noticed. Oh, getting ready to go green. A lot of guys have pace. It's just those little mistakes.
Yep. Kenneth Passmore, Mike Presley, Josh Revel, and Mason Connell. Justin Shoemate, top 5 right now. The one that's got the best tires is the 00 and Camburn and Gross. Looks like they're on the newest tires out of those top 7. Oh, as Danny got loose on them new tires there. Definitely got to be careful, though. He did a great job in saving it. Put a little extra heat on them tires, but that shouldn't hurt him too bad after a lap or two.
Yeah, these trucks, you don't get those tires warm. We know you can get loose pretty quick.
It was. We will go back and just watch that save. He did get loose coming out of that corner right there. As you see, just going in. And yep, the rear end just kicks out. Good job by his teammate to check up. Yep.
That's why they went into the wall there.
Yep. That definitely could have been bad, being in about 7th, 8th spot. That would have collected a lot of people.
Got a new leader. Oh. Shoemate shuffling around leaders a little bit here. Bobby Grady working his way back up.
Oh yeah, Bobby definitely wants to lead those laps. I don't know if we've had a lot of. Who do you think our lap leader is? I feel like it's kind of changed as we come out with our 9th caution of the day right there.
I mean, I think it's got to still be Bobby, right? Didn't he lead the first 16, 17 laps?
Yeah, probably. But then it's just been a hodgepodge of a bunch of different drivers up there, really. So the Wilder got to lead some. The Shoemate led some up here. Grady, Camburn's led some. Gross won the stage there. So yeah, it's kind of all over the place. I'll have to render down next week so we can get more of these guys in there and be able to watch some of these wrecks.
Still getting used to some of these drivers in here.
Okay. Like, well, he wasn't involved there. I'll tell you
what. Winner at Daytona last week?
Chris.
Yeah, Chris did get the win, didn't he?
Yeah.
Bobby took 2nd.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up Justin Shoemate if you want to go ahead and talk to him a little bit while I get him up there with us. And here you go.
Justin, is Bryce and Sean up here in the booth. How you feeling about the race?
I'm feeling good, man. We're just trying to keep it on the track, keep it steady, and so far it's working out.
How many sets of tires do you have left?
I'm currently sitting with 2 sets of tires left.
Oh, you got plenty. Yeah, you can be aggressive with your pit stop strategies in here. Then when you go in,
that's the plan so far. We're gonna start tearing them up, I think.
Are you
Yep,
hoping
what-
for a green flag run, or would you like maybe a caution here in about 20 or 30 laps? Will be fine with you.
I wouldn't mind a caution at really any point. I know the tires seem good right now, but I know they can drop off pretty quick at this track, so I'm kind of hoping for a yellow.
All right, we'll definitely have a lot of fast guys behind you trying to chase you down. So hopefully you can stay out there, man. Hopefully we get to talk to you here at the end of the race.
Absolutely looking forward to it. I appreciate you guys.
All right. What was your team name? Were you the Syndicate?
We are Ohio Sim Syndicate.
All right, I got you, man. Good luck.
I appreciate you.
All right, that's my first time I got to talk to a shoemate there. Seems like a good
Got
guy.
5 running second. Pronounce that Rebel.
Yes, Josh Revel, I believe.
The truck looks good. Like that.
It's good looking trucks. A lot of good looking trucks out here. Tyson didn't throw too much work in on his, but it's all right. He needs a sponsor, guys. Anybody watching, give him a shout. Let's watch a restart cockpit view from, let's say, Camber and a couple rows back on the inside.
I like it. A couple cars back on the bumper of Bobby Grady. Got some guys with some pace up here and aren't afraid to race, so we'll see what happens.
So you can see next to their info, see his speed down here and what gear he's in, dropping it down to second here. Teammates with Bobby, so you don't mind probably getting a little closer to him.
Ooh, we got a slow hesitation on the restart there.
Yep, slowing down.
This guy's got a
Kind of have to let off of your teammate there. Not much you can do. Oh, it looks like we have an incident right now. Yep, we are yellow. Josh Presley, KT, Trenton, Bestgrove. Well, I guess while I'm in here, let's just watch it in here. Oh, right there. Ooh, right there. Yep. Uh-oh. That got KT involved. There's that look for KT that we always...
innocent bystander.
See where that started. That was a little up front of him, about 2 trucks, I believe. Is that Nava there?
We got the A
Kind
to
of just
C
go. Oh yeah, Seabolt just kind of got slowed up. Kind of came across the nose of a Justin Nava there, which
that start was kind of slow. So I wonder if it just kind of caused an accordion effect. And
yeah, there's a lot of guys kind of got it right there. Not too many. I guess that could have been worse where it happened. So
the challenge of these races when they kind of drag on with that many cautions. I mean, you start out the race so clean and everything's going well and everybody's racing, and then the cautions kind of stack up, and maybe the lack of concentration on a restart like that is probably what happened.
you know, we definitely had a few like that last season where some races it would be bad in the beginning and end up really well. Then we had a couple races that just went green for 2 stages, so then a caution fest after that.
Yeah, I mean, we were praising these guys of how well it started out with 43 trucks on track, and kind of concerned with the cold tires to start the race. Nothing happened, and again, I think you get the race kind of slows down and maybe get a little complacent and aren't fully checked in, and that restart was a little slow for everybody up front. It might have just trickled on back.
Oh,
I
definitely.
have a feeling though we'll clean this up and see some exciting racing here.
Definitely with only about 33 laps left here, so everybody's going to be trying for all the positions they can get. So you know, I probably expect some more cautions here.
I think these top 5 or 6 guys just really want to stay up towards the front here and just stay clean. They can, that middle back half of the pack, it's going to be on them to try to keep this race green, I think. Not that the front guys can't cause issues, because they definitely can, trying to pass each other going for positions, but
Yes. Hey, let's talk to 71 Matthew Chase real quick as they're 1 to green here. Hey, Mr. Chase, up here in the booth with Sean and Tucker again. I see you up there in P9. Are you feeling pretty good about that?
Well, we've been dealing with a lot of cautions now. Some restarts have been going my way. That one in particular, I was on the bottom. The bottom ripped away, the top didn't. So we were able to gain, I think it was like 3 or 4 on that restart. Interesting to see what happens here going forward. I mean, we've got probably 1 more pit stop, and then that's if we go green to the end after that. So we're trying here at K&W. We got a few of our guys up here right now, so we'll see what happens.
Fuel window about 25 laps, is it?
Yeah, it's been about 25. We got about 19 to go, and I got about 19 laps here. So
okay.
That's we're looking around lap 100, I think. That's if we decide not to split it. Not sure what the team's plan is right now, but
okay.
Are we getting ready to go green here, or we got a second?
We got another second. Yeah, we got a delayed green.
I was going to ask you, Chase, do you feel like the race started out so well? First 17 laps or so was green, just a great start to the race, and then it's just kind of been snowballed from there. Do you feel like I feel like when these cautions start to snowball, that maybe the lack of concentration and just get a little complacent, and that restart was a little slow. Do you feel like that kind of happens? Maybe
I think
guys just don't concentrate as much.
I was going to say, I think part of it is everyone's just, when they start seeing caution, they just start to feel like, oh, I got to get every inch I can here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what happens a lot in this league. It happened a lot last season early on as well. I know that you were in that, so you guys both know what that was like. But in the back early on, it felt like people were having some take and give. But realistically, right now, nobody's giving. Everyone's trying to take and take and take. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I mean, we're in the top 10 right now, but we could be in the top 5, or we could be in the back with a wrecked truck. So we'll see what happens.
A lot of trucks early in the season. This will clean up as it goes on. We know that worked out for us last season.
Yeah, it did.
All right. Well, hopefully we get to talk to you here at the end, and good luck, Matthew.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck, Matthew. Yeah, I think he nailed it there.
Yeah. Yep.
People just get a little antsy, a little impatient. The race starts out, everybody's like, wants to do their part and stay clean, and then once the cleanness goes away, everybody gets a little anxious and maybe a little overzealous.
I will agree with you. Yeah, that is, because that's a lot of positions you're trying to make up, and you're in 25th, should be in 10th, and so you're just going to try to push a little bit harder. Go green.
Going green here. Green.
Look at Bobby got on the outside, got a really good jump there.
He did.
But they are.
Let's see some good racing here, boys. Let's keep it clean.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to see a green flag stop. Well, they are fanned out all over the place right now, aren't they?
They sure are. Probably choosing that high line. You could duck down. See if he uses a race line here. Bobby's got a pretty good run.
Yeah,
how do you feel that high line?
You could use it to make a pass on 1 and 2. I wouldn't use 1 and 2 on the high line for long term, but definitely if you really need to make a move, you can really push it mid-line, high line on 1 and 2 and really get a decent run.
Looks like we got.
Oh, there we go. We got some spinning in this back here.
Someone in the wall there. I couldn't tell who it was. Was that?
That looked like maybe Corey Moore way back there. Where's Corey Moore? There's Corey Moore.
That was KT.
That was Corey Moore right there.
I saw the monster truck. It looked like the monster truck was in the wall too.
Oh, that is. Yep. That's about. Well, nope. I should be able to see the cause of that, kind of. Oh, it just looked like him and
Moore.
Yeah, him and Kendon just touched doors a little bit.
He never could get it straight.
Yeah, never could get it straight. I believe that's gonna be.
Does
I think
Zachary Tyler stay green or clean?
Oh yes, looks like he probably does.
What happened to? I swore I saw KT in the wall. Just kind of.
He was.
I didn't see him with that group of trucks there.
I'm not gonna be able to see him. It's kind of.
He's in the pit getting
Yeah,
fixes.
he's in the pits
Front
trying to
end's
get
a little
pits.
damaged.
Let's check on Corey Moore. I want to say he already used his fast repair, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Nope, guess not, because that truck looks pretty clean. What do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks pretty.
Oh,
yeah,
no, it
he's
don't. No,
got
it
some
don't.
Damage, that's for sure. I think.
Well, he's not smoking, so that's good. But a little bit of damage, I learned the hard way out here, guys. A little bit of damage, you think it looks
Slows
good,
these trucks down.
and you're sideways in a corner.
And it, yeah, and it really slows the truck down. With these cautions piling up, you just wonder how these guys are starting, if they're able to control their emotions and where they're at, because it's going to make a difference of how well you finish too. Can you keep it cool? Can you just stay calm? And
Well, now with the fuel, he said he had about 19 laps left. Well, you can't make it even under caution. I mean, unless it's just an absurd amount of caution, you're not going to make it. So now you got to think, should you go in a couple laps early and then hope for a caution or two and get ahead of everybody, or like, you know what I mean? Because now there's going to be a lot of, I mean, now you have to bank on there's going to be at least 3-4 more cautions by the end of the race.
That's just it. Are these guys going to drive with emotions, or are they going to try to find a way to stay calm and race a normal race line and stay clean? Not driving with emotions is a good way to get yourself in trouble. I'm guilty of it, and it's one of the things I try to tell myself: just stay calm and let the race come to you.
Yeah,
you could hear it a little bit in Chase's voice when we were interviewing him, and Chase is pretty calm and collective on the track. He races that way, but even he was starting to get a little irritated. You could hear it. So hopefully these guys can find it in themselves to stay calm.
Oh yeah, pacing sucks. Maybe we got spoiled to the start of the race. It's a lot of people on a track, and as you can see, which we haven't seen what caused half of these wrecks, because I haven't been able to look at them. But the ones we've seen, it was just a little mistake just by one person, just a little bit of not being aware at a split second, and it causes a lot of people's race to be over.
Yeah, and we've had some of these guys use their fast repairs, and then they're still in there trying to get a damage repaired. Dayoff was one of them. How's Dayoff doing now? Where's he at? He's 33rd, a lap down still. So
yep. Yep. And it looks like 4 or 5 guys have been out, like they are done for. Too much damage, like 39 and down are done. Then above him was 8 laps down. I didn't catch who it was there.
I will say, with this many trucks, it's a good way for these guys to learn how to race in traffic. Like, this is a learning experience no matter who you are. I mean, how often do you race with 43 cars on track, right? Whether it's an official race, a league race.
Oh, it is awesome. I mean, it's downfalls. Probably going to have a lot of cautions. Probably going to create some rivals out there each season. 43 people, you're not all going to get along. Somebody's going to make a mistake. And that's what sucks with 43 people. I mean, if each person just makes one mistake, I mean, that could be 43 cautions. So you have to pay attention when you're out here, or it's going to just be a lot of pacing.
Well, we know there's going to be some truck chat afterwards within the Discord, so it'll hopefully iron itself out, and guys will be able to understand, the importance of staying clean, and everybody wants to do it, and just takes work. We know about that. We had the same issue last season in the truck series, and we didn't have this many trucks on track. We had a fair amount, but 43 is probably an extra 8 or 10 trucks.
Yeah, I think we had 40, 41, 42 a couple times. Yeah, but after that, we stayed around mid-30s, which is a really good number to be at, kind of the sweet spot.
Going green here. Bobby got a good jump last time. Shoemate's been up towards the front pretty good portion of this race.
Yeah, I think Bobby has a little bit better pace than the 00 there. He can't have it go green longer.
Right.
I think once they spread out, I think once we get 5 or 6 laps deep, I think we'll be in a real good chance of keeping it green. But they got to get spread out first.
Yeah, they were just starting to do it too last.
Look at that high line. They are trained up at there at high, about 7, 8 deep right there. Really choosing
Fun
that
to
high
watch
line.
these trucks go around the track on a high line.
This gaggle of cars back here. Look at that 4 wide right there for a split
it's a little
second.
tight.
Yep. Easy, Mr. Tyler. He was trying.
Really pay attention.
There you
got
go.
that many trucks around you.
There you
I
go.
don't know how many people watch the broadcast that don't actually sim race to this level with this many trucks and this kind of pace. It really takes a lot out of you to be able to stay clean and race this fast. It takes everything you got to pay attention, reflexes, checking over your shoulder. I know when I'm done racing on a long race that stays green, a little sweat. And
if you ain't dead tired at the end, then you didn't race hard enough. That's pretty
Yep.
much what they say.
it requires a lot from you.
Man, them super speedways and those road courses, I got about 3 fans and air conditioner blowing on me at all times.
I'll definitely have the fan on and I'm in my basement.
Yeah, really good battles. Bobby kind of lost a spot to 74 of Tyson Banks there.
Yep. We wonder the tire situation. We got 21 to go, so these guys could pit any time and finish the race, and I'm sure they're all now just going to wait for a caution. We'll see if it stays green, though. I would love for it to stay green, because then it would require these guys to do
A little strategy
race well,
on
pit
pits.
well.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That'll definitely give some of the more seasoned guys a leg up on, or whoever pits well.
We got some trucks up here in the lead that I don't know anything about that seem to be doing really well. You got Shoemate, Banks, and Johnson all representing the league, new to this truck series, and they're doing a great job right now. Bobby right behind them.
Sure, Bobby.
Patrick right behind Bobby.
Sure, Bobby's upset right now that we invited new people in. If it wasn't for those guys, he'd be in the lead.
Yeah.
Man, it's a really tight battle with those first 5 or 6 guys, man.
Yeah, we've got a group of about 9 up there towards the front, really. I mean, anything could happen for it to start to shuffle around a little bit if tires start to fall off based off what these guys have or haven't done. We haven't stayed green that long. We don't know what the tires are doing.
And look at that. There's Noah Tills charging forward. He's already back up into a 6th place, all the way at the back after that early incident when he got demolished.
And he was our pole setter. And
Yep.
look at him.
There he is, chasing down Camburn. Looks like he's quicker in Camburn.
Goes to show that there was a reason why he set the pole. He's able to work himself back up. He knows what he's doing. He's got a good race going for himself again.
Exactly. He's making the
Gonna be a
moves
guy.
right now. Yeah, being a little aggressive. Hey, but sometimes you got to. I know he's out of a fast repair.
Gonna probably be a guy to watch for this whole season. Put it on pole.
Oh, be careful.
Drop
Woo,
towards
that
the
scared
back
me.
and then work yourself back.
Oh, is Kean and was that Danny Gross got into it a little bit?
3 wide here. Bobby in the middle, in between Noah and Patrick.
Oh, I can't take my eyes off this. Yeah, that was Kean Fry and Danny Gross, our last season's winner of Chicagoland, got into it a little bit.
Wilder starting to move himself back up. Wilder has
Yep, there he
experience
is.
when it comes to green flag racing, that's for sure.
Here's the thing, do you really want to push? Yeah, you want to eat up those tires, but you also want to get in position and maybe undercut the pit stalls here, and you can get out there on the tires and do a couple laps before they decide to come in.
Well, can you see, can any of these guys stay green and just finish the race out? And we've had so many cautions.
All I can tell is when they last pit. A lot of them, Noah Till's last pit on 80. So That's 33 laps. Oh, as we have
He's
some
not gonna
going
make
in the
it.
pit. We got Clayton and Mason going in the pits right now. So what you're scared to death of is a caution comes out as you're coming out of the
Yeah.
pits.
Right. Got. Till's in the lead. You got Wilder in second, according to the.
Yep. It looks like Wild's
got
about to make the
Zay.
pass. Yeah. Look at. Yeah. Noah charged up
Ooh, those
there.
oh. Goes into the wall there. Stayed cut Bobby. Bobby's falling back. I think he ate his tires up. Bobby needs tires.
Yeah, he did. This is kind of maybe where it might pay off to just try to short pit it a little bit. You know.
Yep.
You don't, you know, maybe get an extra gallon for a green white checkered. That might happen with 12 to go. They got to be coming close. A lot of these guys pit on 70 to Wilder pit on 87.
The Wilder probably did a pretty good job at keeping his tires underneath him. He is good at that. You and
Wilder
both. I know he's been focusing on that lately.
Yeah, Wilder, I think, can make it, and I think Chris can make it with 80. Oh, there has to be a caution. A caution has to be out. Oh, no. Dustin Bloodworth crashed. Stanley Hill crashed. Let's see what happened here. Able to let me check. Okay. We will check that again. Now, this is going to shake things up.
Absolutely.
I think Wilder, they pit on 87, and it's like 25 laps to 113. So I think him and Weiniger could have possibly made it.
I think they're gonna pit and take tires though. You saw Wilder.
Oh,
if
you
he's
have
got
to.
Tires, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, somebody was up in the wall already there. That's all I seen. Yeah, it's not going to show me much else. Unfortunately, we'll try to get that CPU, try to get some programs trimmed down next race. But yeah, that's Bloodworth. It's a shame, man. Darn it. But as far as pits now, definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah, curious to see who stays out here. I mean, if you stay out, you're doing it because you're trying to gain track position because you're further back. I gotta imagine.
Thomas Long.
Thomas Long definitely
yeah.
stayed out.
Yeah. Yeah, Thomas Long stayed out. He last pit on 80. I still don't think he's going to be able to make it, even with his caution, right? He's going to have to save 7 laps. That's 33 laps. Yeah, he'll have to save 7 laps. I don't think one caution's going to do it. As Dustin Bloodworth.
Missed the pit, or it's tough to say. Yeah,
Dustin's,
you're right. There's no way. Dustin's probably just.
I think Dustin's a lap.
The okay from iRacing.
Yeah, he's a lap down, but he's going to have to go to the end because Thomas Long is probably not pitting. Yeah, see, he was probably hoping for it, but Bloodworth knows he has to go down now because he's not going to get his lap back.
I'm surprised Thomas didn't pit there.
Nope, maybe he's hoping for another 2 or 3 cautions, and then he'll be up in there. I mean, sometimes it's a gamble. We haven't really talked about Thomas Long, so this is a strategy move so he can get up front.
Yep, definitely a strategy move. I don't know where he was at. He mid back half of the pack somewhere.
Yeah, it looks like Wilder's in P2, so he's going to get to go around these guys and get up there to P2.
Wilder's P2. I'm assuming he took tires. I'm sure he had a set left.
It was only a 33-second stop. I don't feel like that's tires. I don't think he had a set left. I do not think he had a set left, but he might have just pit and took some. But I think he just went in that last caution and got some, so he's not too far off. Chris had a 38-second pit stop. Wilder had a 30. 8. So Noah, yeah, I think Wilder's on old tires. So Chris, I think.
Chris.
Yep.
Yeah.
Noah. Yep. I think this is Noah's race to lose, man.
Chris, we were talking about it in the 53 truck. He started 30th, 32nd, somewhere in there because he didn't qualify where he wanted, but here he is, up top 5.
The good and bad thing is now Sean Wilder has trapped Noah, and his teammate, Sean Wilder's Chris, right behind him. Thomas Long is on old tires. Whether Noah knows this or not, I have no idea. It looks like we have a delayed green here. It looks so he's going to be stuck behind him on a guy that is on 26 lap old tires.
If I had to guess at restart here, Wilder's going to be able to get a decent run and get down.
Oh, Wilder and Chris both are going to shoot out. I mean, they're teammates. They're going to time this jump.
Yep.
They're going to leave Noah, and with 7 laps to go when we go green, I don't know if Noah's going to have the speed to catch Chris. Being a teammate with Wilder on older tires, I'm not sure if he'll let Chris go, knowing he has a chance to win and hold off Noah because he has the fresher tires than Wilder. Unless
Chris
Wilder
won last week, so I mean, he's
hey,
he's got to be thinking back-to-back wins. That's
hey,
always
got a
fun to
chance to
have
win them
back-to-back
all
wins.
18, man. Yeah. Were you able to do it last season?
I had a back-to-back win.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, I thought
Watkins
so.
and Bristol.
There you go. So we go green. Oh, as there's a wreck already.
What happened back there, guys?
A big checkup. Probably going to go yellow.
Gotta imagine it goes yellow. I don't know if I go ahead car spinning across the middle of the track unless they get down.
How did Noah
Off the
already get out of the... I missed that because I was kind of watching the back.
Yeah, I was thinking there was going to be a caution. Noah did a great job.
Well, I'll tell you what we
getting
can
around.
do is just
Yeah,
go
we
back
need to
and watch it. Yeah, because I really want to see how that...
By?
He might have. I'm not sure. He might decide to... Chris got a really bad jump. Really, because they should have timed that. Yeah, it looks like Thomas just wanted that high line. I don't know why Chris got such a bad jump there.
We got Banks. He's been up there all night, too.
Yep.
A couple of new guys to the truck series here.
Oh,
HVRL.
here we go. Our
got another
13th caution, yeah. Danny Gross has crashed.
Uh-oh. One of our favorites.
Oh, did he get loose on them tires again? Yep, looks like all on his own, man. Gosh darn it.
Back it up a little. Looked like he might have been next to... No, he wasn't next to Bobby.
I mean, he was
just
next
threw
to
it down
Bobby.
in
Yeah,
there.
yep. It's in cold
He just
tires.
threw it down in there a little hard with cold tires. And
Danny, you're better than this. That's twice you've done that. You're a veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah, them fresh tires, and here comes Nava. Is Nava going to get it again? No, he's able to eke by there. Looks like
I think that
Justin
just
Schumite got it. Oh, Zachary did get it. Hopefully he stays.
That goes back to the impatience thing I think we're talking about, of the race just being under caution too much and these guys wanting to go get it right at the jump. Because a guy like Danny's too seasoned. That mental block kind of came in there and he forgot about the truck getting loose. Truck gets loose on that back end pretty easily on cold tires.
Right. Well, I'm going to pull Chris up in here, see if he's got anything. He can double up. Hey, Chris, you're in the booth. Old Tucker and Happy again. Man, that was kind of I thought you and Wilder were going to time that restart a little bit better and stick kind of trap Noah Teals behind Long that was on old tires, but you seem to got a pretty bad restart there.
Yeah, that was definitely the plan, and it just got all thrown out the window, unfortunately. But yeah, that we were definitely talking about that on the team's channel.
Oh, for sure. Now, Wilder wasn't able to change tires, was he? Because it looks like he had too quick of a pit stop to have 4 new tires.
I believe he changed 2.
2. Okay, that would explain that, to try to keep position. So I don't know if watching y'all's race. I don't know now. I feel like it's kind of Noah Teal's race to lose, and Tyson Banks have been really quick too. So I'm not sure if you got anything for him. What do you think?
I think I've got something for Tyson. Noah, yeah, he's definitely quick, so I'm gonna try and latch a hold of his bumper and hold on.
All right. All right. Well, good luck. At least stay in top 3. We get to talk to you again at the end, man. So good luck to you.
We said you'd find yourself up here, and here you are. Go get it, Chris.
All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Oh, it'll be awesome. I'm sure Mike's at home watching, rooting for his teammate there.
Yeah, not surprised. He's in 3rd position with a chance to win here, at least put himself on podium.
That's all you can ask for. Even tires with everybody else. You're starting bottom row or 2nd row inside. I mean, if you say I would start here with a green-white checkered, I would definitely take it.
But Noah, with the being in 1st here, and if he gets a restart, I mean, he put it on pole. He's been fast all night. Found himself towards the back after getting collected, and here he is again. I gotta imagine this is his race to lose, really.
I will agree with you. He is quick, and yeah, I see him taking this. But old Tyson might have something for him, so we will see. We should have a green-white checkered when we come down. A natural green-white checkered, looks like.
Let's see if they can stay clean.
I don't think this will count as one of the 3.
He got a good restart too.
Yeah, it's a real good jump there. But Chris was able to get a good jump too. Was able to go ahead and pass around. Looks like Shane Williams is going to go ahead and get around Tyson as well. So here come Wilder on those 2. He probably needs another lap for them tires to heat up.
Chris might be able to get a run here. Yeah, there's Banks again. I think Noah's going to do everything he can to protect that inside.
Well, this is what you like to see, is those 3 battling back there for sure. So they go 3 wide here. Just keep it straight, guys. There you go. Chris should get a little bit of bump here. We're in the white flag here.
Banks going to dive in, try to get that. Oh, that was close.
Noah Teals, week 2 Chicagoland winner. Noah Teals. Chris Weiniger in 2nd. Shane Williams in 3rd. Tyson Banks 4th. Sean Wilder, great finish, 5th. Bobby Grady in 6th. I'm sure he'll take that. Josh Revel in 7th. Matthew Chase in 8th. Josh Parker 9th. Ken Fry. Great finish for Ken Fry. I think that's 2 weeks in a row. He's had a pretty darn good finish.
Top 10. That was a great race from Noah, and then for Chris to battle back, get up to 2nd from starting around 30th, and then Williams finishing out the podium there.
Awesome. Great finish for Chris. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to take that as well. As we can go to Noah Teals here. There we go. Watch him do his.
Burn it down.
Get it, buddy.
It's one thing to put it on pole. It's another thing to go and finish the race and win too.
That is hard. I don't think we had that a lot last season.
It doesn't happen a lot, and Noah did a great job. I mean, he put it on pole, got in a little bit of a incident, somehow put himself back towards the back, and here he is finding a way to win the race. He came prepared.
Definitely. Hey, top 3 to the broadcast waiting room, please. Who got 3rd?
Williams.
Oh, Tyson? No, Shane Williams.
Shane Williams, yep.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I just seen you key up. I couldn't hear you. But top 3 to the broadcast waiting room. Waiting on Shane Williams.
Use that authority.
Yeah, buddy.
I think Noah's enjoying his victory right now.
He is. I don't blame him. They don't come by too often for most people. Some people, I guess they do. But let's go ahead and get Shane Williams up in here. And get this set. Okay, you go ahead and start out with a. Oh, where'd he go?
He's eluding us.
He's very, very sneaky. Okay. All right, we're going to give him just a minute. All right, give just a minute for Shane Williams to get back in there. Looks
Get
like
back
he
in.
dropped.
Looks,
Yep.
Yeah, he dropped out. Get him loaded back in.
Yep, give it just a minute.
iRacing problems. We've all been
iRacing
there,
problems.
done that.
Man. Plenty of times, that's for sure. So, yeah, go ahead and start out. I'll bring him up right now.
Shane Williams here in the booth with us, P3. Shane, how you feeling about the race? It was a great finish for you.
That was a lot of work. I I ran around there probably 50 laps on my second to last set of tires because of an early wreck, and I'm surprised I got back up there. I just held strong right on the top, and got a late caution, got that fresh set of tires, and it put me in position to finish P3.
Yeah, great job. But I mean, you guys did a really good job of starting the race out. It stayed clean for the first 17 laps, and then the cautions just kind of snowballed. How were you able to stay mentally checked into the race? I know sometimes that can definitely creep in, and it's just hard to stay focused because you can't stay green, and then maybe frustrations set in for some, or it's just really staying locked in. Were you able to stay locked in, do you feel?
I feel like I was able to stay locked in. I think having to manage my tires, I was focused on that more than anything, so I was able to stay locked in that way, and just avoid all the cautions and just focus on saving those last set of tires.
Yeah, Sean, what do you have for Shane for us tonight?
Oh, I mean, heck, you had a good qualify too. What, P10, right?
Yeah, I think I qualified P10.
Okay, P10. Yeah. Did you get some stage points as well, or were you lacking
I
in this?
believe the first stage I was P2, so
Oh,
I got
okay.
some stage points there.
Okay. All right. Well, that should do. I believe. Did you finish well in Daytona? I can't remember how this is going to do for you in points, but I'm pretty sure you're going to move up there quite a bit with tonight, especially with a couple
I'm going
stage
to move
points.
for sure. I think I finished Daytona, but I was like a lap down or something. There was a late caution that took me
Oh,
out.
okay. Oh, that's right. Because
That's
we're
right.
expecting you. Yeah, I think you're going to be up there in this truck series for sure. So I like seeing you newcomers up in here and just kind of guess and kind of watch y'all develop as the season goes on to start seeing who's gonna rise to the top. So, and it seems like we've got some real good competition this season. So
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
excited to continue this season.
it looks like we have Bryce. I got a whole bunch going on here. Can you see what race we have next, or heck, Shane might know.
Yeah.
All these leagues running together. I just want to see if he's ready for next week.
Let me pull up the schedule here and see what we got. So next weekend's Kentucky.
Ooh, Kentucky. Is that day?
See,
It's a day race.
Ooh, Kentucky 3 and 4 is mean in the day, man. That's gonna be a lot of breaks.
my favorite tracks are these 1.5 to 2 mile tracks, so hopefully I can finish well there too.
Okay. Do you have a lot of experience with it, or not much? It is a different one. It is a mile and a half, but it is quite different in 3 and 4.
I don't have a ton of experience, but I adapt a lot of those types of tracks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Definitely more of a driver's track. So, well, good. We'll definitely be looking forward to seeing you hopefully up there next week. Anybody you want to shout out to, man?
A shout out to R&R Stump Grinding on the hood of my truck. My best friend Tyler, he sponsored my truck for this season, and just my teammates, and I think that's about it.
All right, awesome, man. Well, we will see you next week. A good race, man.
Yeah, great
Hey.
race, Shane.
Thanks, man. Thanks, fellas.
All right, finishing P2 after winning last week Daytona. How you feeling after that second place finish there, Chris?
Feeling pretty lucky. That was a heck of a race. Ups and downs. Obviously, not qualifying well put me in the back, and it was kind of a hornet's nest back there. And I picked up a couple of quick incidences and had to get it cleaned up. And then I just reminded myself to stay calm and steady with it, and slowly made my way back up. I can't remember what caution it was, but I was able to flip the field. Chase and I were, so I was able to be in the top 15, and then I was able to stay there. And then just kind of, I guess, like I said, getting lucky on which pits I decided to take tires when I didn't, to kind of match what all the other guys were doing, so I didn't find myself behind the 8-ball again. And I was just sitting there in the waiting room telling the guys when we had about 20 laps to go, I was thinking to myself, if I can get to a top 10, I feel good about the day. And then to come away with second place, completely surprised.
That should, you didn't do too well in the stages, did you?
I did not. I missed stage 2 by 1 position. I came across in 11th.
Well, with Mike, where were you at? You were third in points, if I remember right, correct? Even after you won Daytona?
I was, yes.
Okay. Who was ahead of you?
It was Mike,
Yes.
and who was the other
He's
one?
not here, and I don't even believe he's a provisional. I can't remember, but all you finished P2, although you didn't get stage points, so maybe some of them got stage points, but either way, that's going to put you're either going to stay where you're at, or you might be our new season leader. It'll be interesting to do the points here. Yeah.
It was showing Zachary Taylor.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, he did not. He finished P30th, so.
There you go.
Start the season out with a victory, and then second place finish after what you had to go through tonight in terms of being able to get yourself up there. I mean, that's a lot to be excited about, because obviously when we pulled you in the booth earlier in the race, weren't exactly sure how this is going to finish out for you, but you did a great job. Not surprised. Biggest thing was just staying clean, and you were able to do that.
I did. Yeah, like I said, I got those X's at the beginning of the race. I got up to 5, and after that, I stayed clean. I didn't rack up anymore throughout the remainder of the race.
Yeah, a lot of the incidents we had, it didn't seem like it collected more than 4 or 5 guys. So hopefully there won't be too many that have really high incidents. But I will give you a shout out. Ever since the end of last season, you've kind of been on the tear. I just think you've kind of started to figure it out. So I'm glad I'm not racing against this Chris, and I was able to beat up on last season's Chris.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully I can keep it rolling. How I've started off here.
Yeah, you're off to a great start. Oh, sorry about that, Sean. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask him what he lends that to of this all of a sudden improvement. You think it's just seat time? Is it just practice throughout the week? Is it the teammates? I mean, I'm sure it's a little bit of everything, but is there anything that really just stands out, or did something just click where you just kind of started getting it?
A little bit of just clicking, but a lot with the team. Being able to bounce ideas off of one another all week long, that definitely helps. Kind of doing individual practices right now with everybody's schedule, so being able to rely on those communications and text messages back and forth, trying different things that I wouldn't have thought of. That's a big piece of the puzzle. But I knew towards the last half of last season that I needed to change my mentality of how I race these races and not just go in and get myself into bad positions. Just be patient. I mean, there were several times tonight that I think if it would have been last year, I would have wrecked out. But I recognized it this evening and let off the gas a little bit and just allowed the person that I could tell was changing his line to allow him to change his line and not get into one another.
That's exactly what we've been saying. And the more these guys get into iRacing, this is what the IPL is about. This is what this league is about. People will get upset. Those X's aren't mine, but 90% of them are because you could have done something different, and you'll learn it, and you'll start to pick up on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'd ask Shane. I know for me joining the Oval Series with you guys last season, the cautions for me sometimes when they'd pile up, my patience sometimes would get in my way, and then it would just snowball for myself, and maybe cause incidents for myself I didn't need to because the focus, right? Can you stay focused when the race slows down and you're constantly having to do those pace laps? I think what you were saying, that's one of those things that's kind of come around for you is just staying patient through it all, right? Through the slow times. Shane said that his focus was his tire strategy, so that kept him locking into the race. Do you feel like that's one of those things you've kind of learned to grow as the race slows down because of cautions, or maybe the pace isn't there, that you're able to stay locked in and that's helped you with your focus?
Yeah, absolutely. We're doing a couple of those pit stops and changing tires, whatnot. I was noticing that there wasn't a lot of wear, so I wasn't as focused on making sure that I was keeping them changed. But yeah, it can get you out of focus really quick, all the cautions, because then you start getting into the mentality of, all right, we're going to start doing hot laps. And you got to try and gain the most you can in 1 or 2 laps before the next caution. So just trying to keep yourself out of that mentality.
Well, we have Kentucky coming up next week. I know we didn't race it last season, and I don't think we even raced it the first season. I raced it. I actually enjoyed that track. Do you have any thoughts on that one? You've been practicing it
I've
already?
been on it a little bit, not a whole bunch. Not a fan personally,
A little
but
different, isn't it?
it is for sure. So it definitely comes with a learning curve. So hopefully I can get that figured out this next week and keep this season rolling for myself.
It's definitely a driver's track. Definitely tires will big time come into play there, especially during the day. It's probably going to be pretty hot.
Okay.
So, anybody you need to shout out before we get to our P1
Yeah,
guy?
of course. Family and everything, putting up with me doing this, and you guys as the admin, all the work that goes in and the behind the scenes, and then of course always the entire team over here at K&W, all the work that they do individually and keep communications open in amongst all of ourselves and try and allow each of us to better our craft here on the track.
Did y'all just go 2, 5, 6, 8?
We did. Yeah, we were all in top 10 tonight.
Well, that should definitely boost y'all in front. It's going to be close, right? No,
And
y'all were
that's-
already
yeah.
in front.
Yeah, we were in the front.
Okay, I was thinking of Gen 6. Okay,
Real quick, Chris, there's a couple of drivers in here that are new to the, like they got some pace. There are going to be some guys you're going to be battling that are going to be new rivals for you.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely picked that up tonight in the race. Just seeing the names up front. So there'll be that natural learning stage of just being around one another, racing styles and all that. So looking forward to getting that all ironed out. Much more enjoyable for all the fans to watch.
Awesome. All right. Well, we will let you go, and we'll see you next week, man.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you. Noah Teals of number 28 truck winning our week 2 at Chicagoland, man. How you feel after that win?
I'm feeling great. Sorry, my mic is muted. But yeah, I'm feeling great. I was 2 laps down, came back, and thank God for my team, OSS. They were giving me call outs when I needed them to get me back in the race, and it came up on top. So I feel good.
That's what we keep trying to tell everybody, man. We were pushing everybody to get on teams because they really do play into everything, and they really will help out. Now we did see you get the pole. We did see you get demolished in that first or second
Yeah.
caution. I didn't even know you went 2 laps down. So to battle back, how was that battle back from the back of the field? A little sketchy back there, or you just had to make some pit moves to get up front, or was it just hard work and passing?
Yeah, very, very sketchy in the back. Everybody seemed like they were going for first. But yeah, I'll just take my time, listen to my team up front, because when I crashed out, I had a few guys up front, so that helped out a lot. But yeah, once I realized I was 2 laps down, just decided to take it easy and just try to get my laps back. And then after that, it was game on. I managed my tires and set myself up in case there was a few green light checkers there at the end, make sure I got extra gas, and luckily it didn't. So very, very happy with how that race ended.
You had a heck of a race. I mean, to put it on pole and then go 2 laps down and then still come out with the victory says a lot. Was there something that happened in the race though that you were like, "Ooh, I'm glad I caught that break that allowed you to get a lap back or get back towards the front of the field"?
I mean, up front before the crash happened, I think I was pretty focused, and then we went 3 wide, and I don't know if one came down or if I drifted up, but we got into each other, and then the crash happened, and then after that, I was just like, well, let's save some tires here, keep my tires for the late race, and just listen to my team up front. And that locked me in, just saving myself for the end. And once I realized I was on leading lap, that helped out a lot.
Well, speaking of locked in, how's it feel? Now you're locked into the playoffs. As long as you're in the top 20 at the end of the regular season, you're locked into the first round. Not to mention 5 playoff points for winning the race. That's got to take a lot of stress off you for the getting a win so early in the season.
Yeah, no, it feels real good. After last week, it was pretty rough. I know it's Daytona and stuff happens, but this one goes to Zachary Tyler. He crashed out most of my team at Daytona, so appreciate it, bud.
Well, we have Kentucky next week. How you feel about Kentucky?
That's the only race I've been to live. I've never raced there on iRacing, so I got a lot of practice to do before this race. I probably put in 100 laps or so just to figure out what was the best line and how to qualify and everything like that. So I'll probably do the same for Kentucky, try to keep myself up front.
It's definitely gonna be a tire wearing track. It's definitely a driver's track. So they'll turn 3 and 4 is definitely gonna be fun for a lot of you guys to learn and get down. So yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be fun to watch. Sounds like everybody's gonna have to learn it. It's not a track well traveled by a lot of these truck guys. So definitely look forward to doing these points and seeing where everybody falls. Checking the IPL where everybody stands, and yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this truck series. Wish I could be out there with you guys, but me and Bryce got booted out, so we can't.
We can't. Yeah. One thing we do know is as this truck series goes on, you guys will get used to each other. The racing will clean up. I mean, you guys started out really clean that first 16, 17 laps, and then it just kind of seemed like maybe everybody got a little bit of impatient, and you kind of alluded to it there. Being at the back, you said it felt like everybody was trying to race to the front. How did you get to the front from being 2 laps down? What allowed you to get to the front there?
I mean, I had 18 incident points this race, so it wasn't that great for me. I also had a lot of Daytona, so I got a lot to work on. But once I realized I was all the way in the back and there's nothing I could really do, I was 2 laps down. I just focused on beating the guy in front of me, try to get my lap back. When you're in the back, you're not racing everybody. You're just racing the guy that you're trying to get your lucky dog for. So that's all I was trying to do, and managing my tires, and again communicating to my team, Shane, Tyler, and Eli. They helped me out a lot there.
All right. Well, I think that's about all we have. Anybody you want to shout out to, man, before we let you go?
Yeah, I got plenty of shout outs. One, my lovely fiance and my daughter for allowing me to do this every Sunday night. And then 2, shout out to Shane, Eli, and Tyler for giving me good comms in the race, get me back up front. And then 3, shout out to Twisted Tea and Sin. I mean, they pulled me through tonight. There was some times where I was like, this is a little too rough. So they helped me out. Appreciate all of them.
Definitely, man. All right. Well, we're looking forward to seeing how these points play out and seeing y'all out there next week at Kentucky. So we'll see you then, man.
Awesome. Thank you. This is
All
my
right.
first year ever, and I'm loving it. So
Oh,
thank you guys.
awesome. Awesome. Well, we definitely appreciate all of you guys in here. So hope you stay with us a long time, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thanks, Noah.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
It's nice getting to know some of these guys, man, for the first time ourselves, along with the audience. So, I mean, it was nice.
Two of the top 3 are newcomers to the league.
Yeah. So definitely, I knew there's going to be a few newcomers to the league that's going to shake things up along with our guys. But, yeah, there's a lot more guys that's going to shake things up that are new than I thought. So.
Well, and that can change a lot because I know when I stepped in, I didn't really stand a chance the early half of the season, other than that Kansas road course race. But it took me a little while to figure it out, and then towards the end of the season, I was finding myself being a little bit more consistent in the racing. So someone's going to come along, race 5, race 10, or whatever, and they're going to put themselves in the mix too. I have a feeling.
You are probably right about that. And a lot of times you just need one good finish to kind of start putting the ball in motion,
Yep.
Sometimes you just need a top 5, but then you can start, it'll just start building after that. But overall, what you think of the race tonight?
It started out good. It got a little rough, but that's to be expected. Race 2, 43 trucks, guys getting used to each other. You heard it there. Noah he took first. He won the race. He took the pole, fell 2 laps behind. And what did he say at the end of his conversation there? This is new for him. So he's a perfect example of guys that are trying to get into this and do this and have fun with it. So it's to be expected. It's going to be a little dirty at times early on, but Noah's a perfect example of someone gaining a little bit of confidence. This win's going to prove to him that he can go out here and do it each and every week. And going back to what you said, someone's going to finish well, and it's going to boost their confidence that they can race with people within this league. Because I know myself, when I first started, I just didn't want to ruin things for everybody else. And so it takes a little while to gather yourself. And we'll see some confidence, and we'll see the race clean up as the season goes on, just as it did for us last year.
Right. Not to mention we have an array in the season of different tracks, short tracks, road courses. So, you have people that really didn't show themselves last season, really, like Travis George, until we got to the short tracks and the road courses. You were the guy, Then super speedways is, Mike and K&W guys. So then mile and a half is just a crapshoot. A lot of people are good at those. So yeah, it's, people can have, winning the season. This will be a little different with the playoffs. It's definitely going to be more exciting, but to get into the chase, you're going to have to be, or the playoffs, then you're just going to have to be consistent,
Yeah, and you hit it. Yeah, you nailed it. Some certain tracks are for certain drivers. I ended up getting decent at short tracks. I feel pretty confident on a short track. The super speedways, others are really good at those. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out as the season goes on, who does well where.
For sure. And I will go over the finishing top pew here.
I heard Noah say he had 18X and he didn't do great at Daytona. So when's the first IPL?
It is going to be, go ahead and name off the races. I'll tell you. It should be on the schedule. It says IPL review over there.
Kentucky Auto Club, Lime Rock, Lucas Oil. Where's IPL is Auto Club week 4.
Auto Club in week 4. So there we go. So on week 4, we're definitely going to have, yeah. Okay, that's the wrong one there. Well, I don't know why I want to pull up, but that's okay. I know we have P1, Noah Tills, and second, Chris Weiniger. And third, Shane Williams, and fourth, Tyson Banks. In 5th, Sean Wilder, good finish for him, as well as P6, Bobby Grady. Josh Revel in 7th, plus 32 spots for him. By the way, Chris got plus 33 and finished P2, so he's probably going to be our biggest mover.
Yep.
Matthew Chase in P8, good finish for him. We talked to him.
'cause
I
he
bet he'll
started
be happy. Yeah. Oh yeah.
30th or so. He was right there, right?
Oh
30,
yeah.
30
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Plus 32 spots for Josh Revel in 7th, and plus 24 spots for Matthew Chase in 8th. So real good on those guys. P9 is Josh Parker. 10th is Kean Fry. Great finish for him, getting in the top 10. 11th is Thomas Long. Ryan Seabolt in 12th. Justin Nava in 13th. Christian Wagner in 14th. That's a pretty good finish for him, starting with the EOL. And I don't even think I think he got a DNF at the Daytona. So good race for him. And Justin Shoemate in 15th. And we're going to call it off there. And we're going to just call her a night, man. From Bryce Tucker and Sean Happick. It was good. And tomorrow night, we'll be back on. Me and Bryce should be racing tomorrow night, though. So check us out.
It'll be fun. Thanks for having me. If you need me again, let me know.
Heck yeah, man.